So what is it about a 300 SL that makes this car so completely and utterly narcotic? Why is it that it is so valuable? Why has it increased by almost 60% in the last 4 years? Incredible. I think it has a lot to do with not just the way the car is styled, but how it's engineered. And this car, make no mistake, is an engineer's car. It's remarkable how good this car feels for a car that's 52 years old. You know, it drives beautifully. It's got some great detail, design detail, and fantastic jewellery to look at. It has this beautiful, almost nautical steering wheel with these classic kind of Art Deco features to it. But the one thing the 300 SL is known for is its beautiful engine. It has a great motor that's cranked over onto a 70-degree angle, so it's a very torquey engine. It has this ramjet manifolds, direct injection, dry sump lubrication, so it is everything that a performance car needs to have. It truly is a classic machine in every sense of the word, from an engineering point of view and from a design aesthetic. There's just nothing about this car that isn't sexy. The car just sounds sensational. You know you're driving a car that is quite special. And you often wonder what it might have been like to drive this car when it was brand new off the showroom floor. When you drove one of these off the showroom floor in 1956, you were buying a car that was actually faster than some of the cars competing at Le Mans. That's impressive. One of the other really unusual and interesting things about a 300 SL chassis is this rear end. You'll notice that it's very different from side to side. If you drew an imaginary line right through the centre of the car, up to about this point, it would look the same either side. It would mirror each other. But here, to accommodate the fuel tank, they've come up with this elaborate methodology of construction to accommodate the fuel tank effectively, while also accommodating the spare wheel. Driving around here today in Docklands, it's just interesting to see how people respond to such a beautiful design, and seeing something quite unusual on the road. I just love it. Of all the cars in the Fox collection, if I could take one car home to call it mine, it'd be this one. Well, one of the things that makes this car so special is its primary structure, a space frame chassis. It's really aviation technology for its day. An amazing structure with high carbon steels welded together that gives it its strength. Now, where it varies from the gullwing that was made before was that the gullwing had a much higher cross-sectional rail through here. Now, that meant that the doors needed to be hinged on the roof, which is so-called, you know, the gullwing. But the beauty of the Roadster is that it has conventional doors, it has window winders, it has windows, it has the ability to control and regulate the heat coming in and out of it, that the gullwing didn't quite have in the same way. Well, what you're looking at now is the body for the 300 SL, and it is an unstressed member of the car, and it needs an ancillary structure to actually keep it together. If you took away that structure, the car would just simply bend and sag in half, right through those very thin sill panels there. It's a beautiful design, it's a great car, it goes together in a rather interesting way. We have to bend some of the internal structure out of the way after it's painted to actually lower it down. And then once it's sitting on the car, you have all of these ancillary spaces that you need to make up the difference between the bodywork and the actual chassis. And in many cases, one side can have only minor spaces and the others can have almost 15 or 20 mil more. It just depends on the structure, because these are handmade cars or hand-assembled cars. The car really is a breed apart. There's just nothing about it that isn't beautiful. And it's very hard to capture what it makes you feel like when you drive something like this. It's extraordinary.